everybody, it's Miss K and welcome to Miss K on Postal. Happy motherfucking hump day, y'all. We made it halfway through the week on the slave ship. Some of y'all might have already had your NS day, so you might be coming back to work. We so sorry. The rest of us who are working through the week, we got to push on to the weekend or whatever our NS is. So, hey, stay strong, y'all. Stay strong. Anyway, so I come today to have a conversation with you guys about DeJoy. Yes, Postmaster General DeJoy. So lately, even in the comments amongst my postal freaks, and also just in general, there has been an outcry of people wanting DeJoy gone. They want him ousted. They want him fired. What the fuck is he doing? He bringing the post office down. We need to let him go. And it's not as simple as all of that. I get where you guys are coming from. I really do. And it seems like ever since he's been at the helm of the postal service, things have just been shitty and downhill, and it's just we're in a ball of confusion with fuckery going on. But we can't let that man go. It's like a bad rash. You start scratching and the shit starts spreading, and you scratch some more and the shit spread, and the next thing you know, you're fucking covered and you got to go to the doctor to get some cream to get rid of that shit. That's pretty much how DeJoy is. Now, for those of us who don't know, because a lot of people really don't know how it works, how he got his position. Remember, the Postmaster General position is selected by the Board of Governors, right? So the Board of Governors, the cabinet, is appointed by the president, whichever incoming president or sitting president there is. Now, remember, when Trump came into office, there were vacancies in the Board of Governors. The president can place into those positions who he wants. It can be a Republican, it can be a Democrat, it can be an independent, it can be anybody. And he can fill those vacancies himself. That's why it's very important, whoever the president is, when they either stack like the Supreme Court, if there's opening, or with the Board of Governors, depending on whatever their political affiliation is, that shows who they're going to choose and how that movement of that particular cabinet is going to work, right? So when Trump came into office, he made some strategic moves and placed some people in the Board of Governors. So those Board of Governors then decide who they wanted to be Postmaster General. At that time, there was a vacancy, and they went ahead and filled it. That's how DeJoy got picked. Now, of course, you guys know DeJoy is Trump's boy. And we also know that since Trump, when he was in office last, he put people into the Board of Governors cabinet that, of course, Republican, or who sided with him in his politics to make that choice for DeJoy, right? Okay, so at this point, y'all not getting rid of him. DeJoy ain't going nowhere. No fucking where. Now, can he get fired? Yes, he can. He can only get fired by the Board of Governors. They can fire him. They hire him. They fire him. The Board of Governors does not report to the president. Allegedly. We're going to use that word because we all know how politics works. But the president has no sway on whatever the Board of Governors decide they want to do. Allegedly. Because we all know how politics works. So if the Board of Governors wanted DeJoy out, for whatever reason, they would be the ones to make that decision, not the president. So once again, I'm telling y'all, he ain't going nowhere. He's too vital. Shmoney. He's too vital right now. Regardless of what we may think about him and regardless of what's going on, there's a reason why he stays where he stays. Now, let's say hypothetically, right? They decide, let's say he just decided to step down for whatever reason, because he can do this if he wants. He can step down, and then what happens is the Deputy Postmaster General will assume his role until they elect another Postmaster General. Now, the Postmaster General, if let's say DeJoy said he want to step down, he can actually stay in power until they actually pick somebody else. So it can either work two ways. They can either replace him with the Deputy Postmaster General if he says, hey, out of here, I'm out of here, peace, I'm gone. Or he can stay and linger until they find his replacement. But why would they? Why would he leave? Tell me. Now, there was controversy when this fucking man came into his position. Y'all always seem to forget. I have to remind y'all, this man owns stock in Amazon. This man owns stock in UPS. This man owns a logistics company. So those are no-nos for you to even be Postmaster General. But because they allowed him to relinquish these things, which all he did was sign the shit over to his wife's name, and his kid's name, they allowed him to assume the role. Now, if you already got stocks in these certain companies, you shouldn't even been considered to be Postmaster General. That already shows you where the agenda is. Now, was the agenda because they wanted DeJoy because he owned and operated a logistics company, and they wanted him to come in and streamline the post office? Aha, yeah, right, bitch. You really think so? Get the fuck out of here. I seriously doubt these people in the cabinet of the board of governors actually was really thinking about this is supposed to help the post office. No, it's helping your fucking pockets, bro. See, what people don't see is the fact that even though DeJoy owns stock in Amazon, and even though he owns stock in UPS, and even though he owns a logistics company, we all know the name of it because we all see it, his children also started their own logistics company and owns, and operates them. Yes, baby, his own children. Think I'm bullshit? You know what I tell y'all? Look it up. I don't lie to y'all. So, don't you think it's awfully fucking strange with this 10-year make the post office great again plan that all this shit is consolidating, all this shit is closing, all these changes are happening because you say you want to streamline the post office, you want to do this, this, and this. But you and your children own logistics companies. Let me throw something out there hypothetical for y'all ass. Just think about it. A lot of people have been saying for years they want the post office to be privatized. We're wasting too much money. Like all federal agencies, we're wasteful. We get a budget. We just do whatever the fuck we want and we just waste cash. Which is true in some cases. Post office ain't just one of them. There's many federal agencies that do the same thing. But if we were to privatize, wait, now let me get there. If we were to privatize, hypothetically, right? And DeJoy is under the helm of the post office when it privatizes, what happens then? Your children who own logistics companies and you who sold your stock to Amazon and UPS and put it under your wife's name, and you who own XPO Logistics, who's going to get those contracts? This motherfucker's smarter than smart. I keep telling you motherfuckers, this is chess, not fucking checkers. This man is trying to create generational fucking wealth beyond wealth for his children. Y'all don't see it? Y'all don't see it, huh? If the post office was to fucking privatize and this man has owned and operated a logistics company, has owned stocks in technically supposed to be our competition, which Amazon is not our competition, and UPS, and your children own logistics companies, they own their own, and we privatize, who the fuck you think will get the contracts? Ooh. And they will probably get the contracts for life. Not no 5-year contract, not no 10-year. He would probably situate that shit where they would get the contracts for life and be the only trucking company that would provide for the privatized postal service. This fucking hell is somewhere near my goddamn eye. It's driving me crazy, y'all. But anyway, you ain't think about that shit, huh? I know y'all don't think about it because it's not on your radar. A lot of us have a lot of other shit to do. But sometimes when Miss K be by herself chilling, these thoughts run across my mind because I do a lot of thinking. And this came across my mind just the other day. And I said, you know what? I should talk to my freaks about it. Because I don't know if y'all thought about it. And maybe some of y'all have. Because some of y'all be on the same wavelength Miss K be on. We be here. And I know y'all probably thought about it. Thinking, hey, what if? So, what you think gonna happen? Even though Biden is in office right now, and the election is this year, at this point right now, there are 2 positions that are coming open in the cabinet for the Board of Governors, for those that sit on the cabinet. Now, Biden can put who he wants in those positions that's coming open. Now, if he doesn't do it beforehand, and let's say the election comes and Trump may become president again, then Trump can go ahead and he can select who he wants to sit in the cabinet on the board of governors. What the fuck does that mean, you're thinking? He replaced the last ones. Biden never changed anybody on the cabinet because there was no reason to. There was no opening since he's been in office for 4 years. Now there are 2 openings coming up. Now, either he needs to replace these motherfuckers ASAP, or Trump will come into office if he gets elected. Let's say that hypothetically, if he gets elected, and then he can control who these 2 cabinet members are, who will probably be politically aligned with him. So now you're stacking the board of governors with people who are already chosen by him, with more people chosen by him who chose DeJoy. Y'all get it? It's the math, right? You get it now. You go, I get it, Miss K. 1 + 1 is 2, girl. Yes. Carry the 1, bitch. Yes. You get it now. It's all a fucking political game, baby. This ain't about you. This ain't about me. This is way above our fucking pay grade. This is politics and money. Specifically money. Now, DeJoy is not openly saying he wants to privatize the post office. He just wants to get it streamlined. We're supposed to get all these electric vehicles that's supposed to be coming online soon. He's trying to make us more efficient. But why? You ever question that? Why the fuck would you care? Why the fuck would it matter to you, DeJoy, to make the post office great again? When I believed, even in the past, Trump even said the post office should be privatized and folded. This came out of his own mouth. So why? Why? Y'all got to remember something. Anything that is proposed and done behind closed doors, those deals are made, and then we see the results of those deals. Things that you hear about are not because the shit just happened. It didn't just happen, baby. It been happened. And we're coming on the tail end of it. It's like you fucking forgot you was Netflixing and chilling. And you had to get up and go get some popcorn and make a drink or something. Because you know Miss K about to make another drink. And then you forgot to fucking press the pause button. And you were going to miss it for like 20, 25 minutes because you were in the bathroom and somebody called you. And you missed the whole part of the fucking show you were watching. That's what this is. We're missing the whole part of the show. But that's because you weren't meant to know. So, all of us out here screaming, DeJoy gotta go, DeJoy, nigga, DeJoy. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Even though there are watchdog groups, there are other organizations, postal workers, crying, we want him gone. Unless the board of governors finds cause to let him go, he ain't going nowhere. And they don't have cause. They already done showed you. They don't give a fuck what you say, because what I just told y'all yesterday about what the board of governors did. Now, let me just piggyback on something else. The Postmaster General, who is selected by the board of governors, also sits on the fucking board of governors. So any decisions that have to be made, because he sits on the board, he gets a say in the vote. Y'all get it now, right? Chess, not checkers, and not even bottle cap checkers. Y'all know you play with a bottle cap. That's how you know you real. You grew up poor. So, y'all, you know Miss K love y'all. You know I love the freeze. But us hollering about DeJoy need to get fired, he need to be gone. Not happening. Strap up, baby. Get some Vaseline. Because you're going to get fucked hard. And you'll get fucked harder every day. Because as long as this man sits in that position, he can make these moves. Yes, he has to go to Senate oversight committees and tell them about what's going on and the money's being spent and all this. But at the end of the fucking day, They don't do shit because the Board of Governors is a separate entity, a separate branch of the government, a separate branch of legislative government that pretty much runs their fucking self. So it doesn't matter if your senator calling, where the fuck the mail in Houston, you going out there putting on the show with the cameras, you standing in front of them with your constituents because the old lady in your district hasn't received her medication in 12 days. Fucking show. Because at the end of the day, they still get to fucking do what they want to do. With no oversight on it. But anyway. You know Miss K had to come out here and give y'all some information that y'all can use to do what? To put in y'all toolbox. Because this is shit that you need to know. We all need to know it. So, this is the information I'm giving y'all. I'm with y'all. Fuck the joy. Fuck him. Fuck him and the horse he rode in on. But we can't do nothing about it. We could trip up the horse maybe. Shoot the horse. But there's nothing else that's going to happen. He's still going to be on the horse. Or he'll just get another one. And we still got to watch the fucking show. So, McKay just wanted to give y'all that information. Because, you know, it's everywhere. I see it in my comments. I feel y'all. I really do feel you. But at the crux of it, when you do the research and you find out, there's nothing you can do about it. So, either we got to just be vigilant or we got to raise our voices so we could be heard. Regardless if they're telling us they don't want to hear our voices. What we need to start doing is showing our asses. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all ain't ready to show y'all ass yet. Y'all soft. But whatever. I let that slide. So, it's a beautiful hump day. I didn't even want to come to work today. I know some of y'all didn't either, but continue to have the rest of your day. If you're off already, enjoy it. If you at work at the slave ship, God help you. But enjoy it regardless. We still making money. And always remember, my postal freaks, love and light.